Hey everyone, are you in the mood for some NightCry? Well, of course you are. I didn't even need to ask, did I? We're all in the mood. And we're in the mood to continue a new game, I suppose, of NightCry, because last time Leonard came to an untimely end, which resulted in us getting a bad ending. It wasn't just a game over, it was just an actual ending. The ending was that it was all too late, so I was giving some praise to the game last time for having this flowchart showing us, these handy steps, but apparently maybe I was a little too early in that praise, because as was mentioned, we can't actually start at any point in the flowchart. No, actually we can. Okay. Someone mentioned that we couldn't do that. It seems that we can do that. So great. Wonderful. We don't actually have to start all the way back from the beginning just to see all the bad endings. Which, of course, we are going to see. All of them. It's just all too late to change our minds now. Alright, so let's see. Did I request help? Did I get the gloves? Let's see. So I can't select these individual points, but I can select these boxes that we get up here. Okay. So I think that if we look at the flowchart, the earliest point on here is did we find a wedding ring, which we didn't. And I assume that everything on the right side of the flowchart it leads to bad endings. So what we're going to do is we are going to start from the latest point, and maybe I won't get the gloves this time. Maybe I won't get the gloves, but maybe I will request help over the radio, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if anything different happens here in Leonard's great big desert island adventure. Well, it's not a desert island. It has trees on it. And a death cult. But a death cult could be on a desert island anyway. This particular cult is not. They're on an island that has grass and trees, caves, hell pits full of the damned. Still don't really know what they're about. Okay, so let's see. No. What I want is to turn on my light, which I guess I'll do from there. Okay. Just to remind myself, where are we starting from here? I think this is after we found our way. Yeah, this is after we found our way into like this path off of the beach. So we can't get back to our two friends who are looking after the lifeboats. That's why they didn't come with us. And you have this guy who's standing guard. Do I need to turn off the light? I don't know if that's necessary, but I'll just do that. Okay. Alright. It seemed like he was aiming that at me, but I guess he didn't see me. That's fine with me. Alright, let's try to remember what it is we need to do. We want to not pick up the gloves. Don't remember where I found those gloves, but I want to make sure I don't pick them up. Because maybe we'll get a different ending if I do that. Alright, I had the phone selected. Let me just pick that. Open this door. Can't skip the door animation, I guess. Alright, now we're in here. Now, what did we find in here? Oh, those are the gloves right there. Let us not pick up the gloves. Is the radio in here? This might be the radio room. It is the radio room. Okay. So I think someone mentioned that we should look up here to get a clue to what the code is. Do I see a number anywhere? Okay, 1950s? Does that have to do with the code? Probably should have just looked it up instead of guessing. Or is there anything else in the room that will give us the hint? Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in this room. Oh, hold on, there's something here. What is this? Did I pick that up? It looked like I picked it up, but maybe I didn't. Channel 20. Oh, channel 16 is distress. But is the number just 16? Or do I have to find out what channel 16 is? Nah, that's no good just guessing. Just a friendly message. Yeah, still nothing worth looking at here. So that one thing that said channel 16 distress and was circled, so I guess let's try to figure out if we can work out what channel 16 is. I didn't notice that one the first time round. So that was something new anyway. Oh, right, the phone charger. And again, we have seen that sometimes we do have to look at things twice to get all of the information. So I wonder if that's the case with anything here. 1970, you say? So we have 1950s and we have 1970. I don't know if that means anything. Don't think I noticed that the first time. I don't want to pick up those gloves, because that's apparently a vital thing. Is there anything I can do with this now that it's lit? You just don't know when it's going to explode. We should probably leave this lit. Alright, we have some dirty water, if we need it. You never really know. Look, we know it's not a deserted island, Leonard. We've seen at least one person here. I think I missed this one as well. Bunch of stuff that I missed the first time round. A lot of notes about food. Guess Naked Snake was around in here. Alright, anything else I should be looking at? There are these posters. And I don't think this is saying anything different. And then there was this. Alright, Chapter 3, Chapter 11, Chapter 6, Chapter 8, Chapter 20. Look at that again. It's on screen for not that long. 2 tanks of gas, dynamo LED lights, 5 something inverter parts, and Chapter 16 was distress. That's the Marine VHF band. Alright, is there anything in the room that would indicate to us what Chapter 16 is? Looked around so far. I'm not really seeing anything that does. I mean, there are these notes, but they're too dirty. They're not going to be of any interest to us. Alright, anything on here that would indicate what channel 16 is? Oh. There's a number that says channel number right there. I should probably just take that to 16. Is that what I should do? I guess they couldn't voice this bit. The voice actor for Leonard was not available that day. Yep, everything will be alright. Alright. Probably should have noticed that channel number earlier, but it didn't. So, I wonder if there's actually anything... Should we try any of those other channels? Because there's Channel 3's Oceanus. Should we try to contact them? I guess we probably should see. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe okay, I can't use it. It was only the one channel that we had to use. and that's it. All right, so now we've done that, and we did not pick up the gloves. So whenever we reach an ending, when we die, I assume it's going to be a different one. Because supposedly, that's what the flowchart would lead us to indicate. That we're now going down a different path. Because on the breakpoint that said, did I pick up the gloves, it's going to be no. And did I call for help on the radio, it's going to be yes. And these are two different things. And I don't have the baseball, so I can't get by this part. Let's see if I can remember where that baseball was. Alright. Remember the hell pit. I guess we don't really need to look in that again, because there wasn't anything that we got from that. I don't know if this was where the baseball was. The super glue we did find in this room. Yep, tube of something or other. Alright, we picked that up. Was there anything else? No, there was just this cloth over here. And it's just where we picked up the super glue. And I don't think the thing on the left had actually anything in it, so is there even a point to looking at that again? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, I guess let's try to remember where that baseball was. Because I certainly don't have it here. And I can't use the super glue for what I need to do right here. I need to be able to throw a ball. Actually, let me go back over here. Okay, no, there was nothing over here. Just thought maybe there was a little alcove, and there was not. So yeah, I needed to get the baseball for this bit over here, as I was going to throw it right there to distract the guard, who is standing right here. Now, I can turn the light off and wait for him to turn around. I don't remember if the baseball was over that way. Might have been. Behind this was, yes, part of the mask. We need to glue the mask together, you see, in order to create our disguise that we will immediately take off. And I don't know if there was anything else around here. Like, we can observe the surroundings, but I don't think that actually helps us. And there's nothing here now. Yep, there's nothing there. So, right. I need to find that ball. First, we need to get past this guard without him noticing us, which actually is a little tricky because of the camera angle change that happens right there. Alright. Alright, I don't know if there was really too much else to explore, because if we go this way... What was this way? There's a guard around here, I remember that. Just gotta make sure we don't run into him. He'll have his back to us. We can't go that way. What about down here? So we're going to be close to that guard pretty soon. Yeah, there it is. Just gonna walk the other way. So back over here was the cabin with the radio. Was the baseball in there? Because I'm not seeing this ball. Not seeing the ball around anywhere. Oh no, I went back up in here. I mean, that's where, I guess that's the direction. Please, Leonard, please stop. Please just run straight at, please stop running and just don't run 2 steps and require me to click again before you run. Anyway, here we are. No, actually I don't know where we are. So this, if I go this way, and if Leonard would actually just take some steps before stopping. I think we're just walking in front of the guard. And this was where the radio was. Right, this is where the radio was. The other door behind us is where the hell pit was. And I should look around the floor, I guess. Just to make sure that I did not miss, you know, anything maybe lying on the floor, like a baseball maybe? Again, I probably should just remember... Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to look at the box again. That's where the baseball was. Let's remember that. I'm sure this is not going to be the last time that we are going to be on this island with Leonard. No. I'm sure that we will be doing it many, many, many more times. And we will get to see just how many ways Leonard actually can die. I'm sure he will be dying a considerable number of times before we're done. Alright. Get this ball. I can't use it yet. Wait for that to activate. Alright. Alright, we did it. Getting ever closer to whatever Leonard's next death might be. And I'm sure that we're all excited to see what that would be. Alright, I believe this is where, yeah, this is where the other part of the mask is. Oh, right, the passenger list. The second part of it. Where we can see the names of the people who funded this fine production. They know what they did.
Ah. Those people I saw along the mountain pass and the caves were wearing this mask. This one is split in half, though. I can't use it.
Of course, Mirror Ghost is one of the deaths that we had unlocked on the list of deaths in the menu. What a memorable death it is. But Mirror Ghost can't hurt us, since we know how to hurt Mirror Ghost. Alright. So we're going to have to use our super glue and the second half of the mask.
That should do it. All right. I should be able to use the mask now.
Yes, no one will see through our disguise. When we don't give them the chance to, we take it off at the first opportunity. Let me, charge my phone. We'll just use this mask for a short period of time, and, I guess never think about it again. Even though it seems like it would still be useful. But, whatever. Leonard knows what he's doing. Right? It's a big old party going on with our friends. It's a masquerade party, though, so everyone has to be in costume. So let's put ours on.
Maybe they won't notice it's me from a distance.
Or close up, either way. Alright, so we'll leave them to their party, their burn-in party, where they're burning something or someone, and we'll just walk off to the right. Whenever, Leonard is allowed to walk to the right, then we'll do that. Inconspicuous. Take that mask off, Leonard. You don't need it anymore. We're in no danger. Just head on inside. All right, now that we're in here, we'll remember what we have to do now, don't we? We have to look at this phone. Get a new contact, because Leonard's all about networking. He's all about meeting people. Gotta look at that thing again. He needs to look at it twice to remember that maybe he should add this to his contacts. It might be useful. And the game crashed. Well, it's a good thing I saved, I suppose. All right, we're back again with Leonard. The game crashed, and I assume, let's just count that as a death for Leonard. Reality collapsed all down around Leonard. And fortunately, time has reset itself, so he is able to try that again. He's able to, he has what he needs. He has that mask. Yep, we got it right there. We are good to go. We're going to head out to the death party, and we are going to head back to that hut. And Leonard is determined. He will not let game crashing stop him from his goal. His obscure goal of saving everyone on the Oceanus by doing something on this island. I don't know. There's like a killer on the Oceanus killing his students. And he is just spending time messing around on this island.
They won't notice it's me from a distance.
Maybe not. He's trying. I don't know. I can't remember if he really explained what it was he was doing on the island. I think he just said that they should go to the island because there was a fire there in the distance, and surely the people on the island must know something about what's happening on the Oceanus. So while Leonard's up to this, I mean, people are getting killed. People are getting murdered on the ship. And I mean, I guess we were able to call for help, but we weren't even able to tell them where we are. So they might have some trouble actually finding us. Alright. Get that contact, and hopefully the game doesn't crash. Alright. And it looks like we're good. Looks like the game is still going. I knew you could do it, NightCry. I knew you could power forth and like actually run like you're some kind of professionally made game, and not just like a jigsaw puzzle that was put together without all the pieces. I'm proud of you, NightCry. I'm proud of you. Let's go upstairs. Oh, right, I need a rope. Where do I find the rope? Don't remember now where that comes from. But here's a hand. We got this hand. We died last time before we could actually figure out what it is we need to use this for. I wonder if this is one of the pivotal choices of which timeline you get if you take the hand. But that's not really that important to us right now. Because what we don't have is the rope. And we're going to need the rope to execute our wonderful plan of calling the Death Cult member's cell phone, which will cause him to come into the hut, and then we can use the rope to go out through the window and climb our way down. Oh good, here's the rope. I was afraid it might be further away. Get that rope. This plan that we have, instead of just putting the mask back on and walking out through the back door, because apparently the cult members cannot identify us, they think we're just a member of them if we're wearing the mask. But that's fine, we're not going to do that. Rather, we're going to do this. We'll call up William. William realizes that he doesn't even have his phone on him. Why did he leave it on the table? He doesn't remember. Alright. Music's building up to nothing, as we remember. We're going to use the rope on that interaction point that doesn't actually appear until we click on it with the rope, which kind of goes against the way the game has been working up to now. Alright, then he has a lot of trouble climbing down. He makes a comment about his weight, which is going to be the first of 2 before he dies. Actually, that is a question. Will he encounter the same death that he did last time, or will it be something different? Because it looks like we should be heading towards a different ending on the timeline. I need to lose some weight. But it doesn't... I don't know if we've really gotten anything that should prevent us from dying the same way that we died the first time. Because are we going to get the text message? Oh wait, are we not getting the text message? Because last time we got a text message from Jessica saying she was stuck down the well. And that was the reason why Leonard went down the well, to try to get her. But we didn't get the message, so maybe it's going to be something. Maybe something different's going to happen. What's going on? So maybe it will not occur to Leonard to go down if Jessica does not send the text. We'll try again. No, he's still thinking about doing it. But maybe not. Maybe if there's no reason to do it right now, you know, maybe he's gonna think twice about it. Oh wait, I clicked on it the third time. Oh, I guess he's going for it. Okay. I didn't see anywhere else I could click on. The elusive third click was needed to activate this cutscene.
A suspicious tunnel. If I could just... Dear me. I really must lose some weight.
And no, it just ended the same way for dear old Leonard. Was that something new, though, when he tried to get into that open tunnel? I can't remember if that's how it went in the last ending.
And now, the latest news on the ship that went missing. The Oceanus.
Yep, we know all about it.
For almost a week.
Mm-hmm. All right, so does that count as the same ending? Did we get anything different? Let's take a look. Because that seemed like the exact same ending. So I don't know if that making those slight choices... Okay, yeah. Same thing. These two end at the same ending. All right, so it's not the case that each timeline is going to have a different ending, which is how, like, you know, Virtue's Last Reward did it, where you had multiple timelines, and then they would all end up at a different ending, or a different game over scene, something like that. It's not the case here with NightCry, where you will have multiple paths that can lead to the same ending. In this case, it was Leonard falling down the well. Let's see. Did I get the gloves? Okay, if I got the gloves, it goes no. If I get the gloves but do not request help, it goes to that ending. But what if I get the gloves and then request help? Is that going to be any different? I guess we could try it out and see. What if we get the gloves and also request help? What if we do both these things, Leonard? We can do it. We can make this happen. You and me, Leonard. It's up to us. I wonder if I could have just loaded that last save game, though, and then picked up the non-stick gloves. Gone back and done that. Maybe I could have done that. Doesn't matter that much, though. We should be able to do this pretty quickly, I think, since we now know what it is we need to do. We need to go in here. We need to pick up these non-stick gloves. Yep, I know, Leonard. I know. We could go in here. We can go to channel 16 on this. Some of these pauses are kind of weird. Why does it need to pause on that screen for so long? I don't know. But let's go to 16. Right? Okay, we can skip that. And there's the baseball in here. Let's get that. Well, I guess it was only the first interaction that you needed to pull out that ball. It wasn't a second. Maybe someday we'll be like our hero Lefty. If we survive, if we stay alive, then maybe Leonard will just get a little bit closer to the greatness of Lefty. Alright, let's head up here. And yeah, this is where the hell pit is, so we can get the super glue. I'm sure the hell pit will be used for something later on, but for right now, we only know it as the room where the glue is. We don't have any other use for it. Maybe I should turn this light on. And we want to go over here. I suppose I should probably get the mask before. I don't know if I actually have to turn the light off, but let's see. Probably have to pick up that mask before I throw the ball. Or I could probably just throw the ball and then come back on the screen and the guard should be gone, but we could also do it this way, I suppose. Have Leonard show off his stealth skills, just like Lefty. Just like Lefty. I did kind of forget that you could skip by everything by pressing the space bar, so I guess we'll probably be doing that. It's like I said, kind of the problem here is how close that camera angle is. You kind of have to get up real close before the camera angle changes. All right, let's throw the ball now. All right, and away we go. All right, do we need to go? Hold on. Yeah, get in here so we can put the mask together. Break this. Use glue on mask. Alright, do I have to use glue on that and then this? No, was it not that? What was the order, Leonard? Leonard, what was the order of doing this? That it? Okay, there we go. I think that's it. There we go. And then, no, not that. Let's take phone and then save, because you saw what happened last time. We should recharge our smartphone, just in case. I skipped past the scene, but I assume it's still saved. Never really know what NightCry is going to be up to, though. I'm a little discouraged to see that filling out the entire flowchart means that we will be seeing the same ending multiple times. I wonder how many times this particular ending shows up on the chart. This "it's too late" ending. We've seen it twice now. Maybe it's on there more than twice. Could not say. I mean, there can only be so many instances of Leonard falling down that well. Although maybe that's not actually the ending. Maybe the ending part of it is the news reporter talking about what happened on the Oceanus. Maybe that's the actual part that counts as the ending, and not so much the specifics of Leonard's death. So maybe we could die another way and still get that particular ending. I don't actually know how it works. Alright, let's look at this phone, NightCry. Let's look at this phone and get this contact. And hopefully not crash. Can you do that for me, NightCry? Can you do that for me? Okay. You had me worried a little bit, NightCry, because I was clicking the screen and nothing was happening. But you did it. You did good. You advanced without crashing. Hold on, gotta get that rope. Alright, we're up here. We will pick up hand. You never know when you might need hand. then we're gonna call Bill. You think it's kind of weird how it shows a cell phone with scan lines? Like, I guess that's sort of an indication of this is an electronic screen, but it wouldn't have scan lines. Anyway, he throws the rope, he climbs down, he comments about his weight. We will continue on to the well. We've got the gloves now, so let us try putting them on. I wonder if... it can be kind of finicky about how you use items. Let's try using the gloves on the well and see if it works that way. How about it, Leonard? Is that going to work? Oh? Is it going to work? I didn't see an animation of him putting the gloves on, so I don't know if he's wearing them, but I did click on the rope with the gloves icon. I think he's wearing them. I think I see the texture on his hands. Yeah, I do. He is wearing them.
Suspicious tunnel. I could just...
Yeah, Leonard, getting it done with the non-slip gloves. Gravity and that rope are no match for the gloves. And we avoided that ending. Of course, that means this is all new territory. And so many more ways that we could... Oh no, hands! This is frightening. Should I walk into the hands? No, I can just walk... I can walk through them. It's okay. Except the game stopped. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that must have been the massage of a lifetime. You don't know whether you're coming or going. Just hands everywhere. I feel so relaxed. All of my stress is just melting away due to the multitude of ghostly hands massaging me from beyond the grave. I wonder if I was... Okay, good, we start from here. I wonder if I was supposed to wait until the hands go away? Or is it just a matter of waiting, or is there something else? Because obviously I don't want to walk into the hands. Do I click on this torch? Nothing about this torch. Anything over here? No. Turn on my light? Do the hands not like the light? The hands seem indifferent to the light. Should I use the hand that I picked up? Do they want this hand? I don't see any icons to use the hand on. Oh, this torch. Hold on. Can I use the hand on the torch? Why would I want to do that? Yeah, okay, sure. I guess the hand is flammable. Oh, hold on. Leonard's panicking. We have to make sure that Leonard doesn't panic too much. Leonard is not a fan of massages, so this is pretty petrifying to him. Ah! Alright, we made it. If we didn't get that, what would we do? Like, if I didn't pick...
Made it across in one piece.
Like, if I had not picked up that hand, because it was optional, what would happen there? Would there just be no way to get through? I guess you would just have to reload an earlier game, right? So what's this up here? It's just a door. Let's take a look around. Take a look at that coffin at any time, Leonard. Just walk in the correct position for it, I guess. Yeah, it's a large, rectangle, coffin-like box, but not a coffin. Can we open the coffin-like box? Can you do that, Leonard?
No. Jerome.
Oh no, there was a corpse-like object inside of the coffin-like box. And apparently it belongs to someone we know. Oh no, is he still alive? Alright, he's been drugged. I don't think there's anything we have here that we could do anything for him with. I'm not sure who Jerome is. Was that one of the guys who went to the island with us? Probably, I guess. Can we pick that up? No, I guess not. Guess we're just going to observe it, but we're not actually going to pick it up. Anything else here that's of interest? There's candles. I mean, when you say the word cult, you generally are implying shadiness. You probably never would use the term legitimate cult. Probably not. Anyway, I don't see anything else to do here. And I don't know if any of our items... We still have the hand. Can I use the hand with that? No, I cannot use the hand with it. The hand is flammable, but we have no reason to use it. Alright, I guess we're going to walk away. And hopefully Jerome is going to be okay while we look around and see if we can find something that we can use to help him. Why is the camera not zooming in up there? I can't really see what's around up there. Is nothing up there? Because, you know, you would expect that when you walk up there, the camera would zoom in so you could get a better angle of what is up there. We're not getting that, so I can only assume that there's nothing going on up there. Alright, so if that's the case... I didn't actually click on that one. That curtain over there. Alright, swing it open. I do? I don't know. Kind of thought I looked at everything. I mean, the game is saying that I should check before opening that door. Jerome, you have anything you want to tell me about it? A red plant on his back. Alright, is that it for Jerome? What about this door? Can I open the door now? No, maybe we won't open the door now. Maybe we're just going to keep looking around this room. Alright, time to pixel hunt around the room. I looked at this twice and I got the same description for both times. So I assume that there's nothing else there. I have this candle over there for some reason, I don't know why, and I'm getting the same description here. It's a shady cult. I can't actually look at anything else on here, such as the trays up here. I have these items, But I can't use them for anything here, it seems. What about the mask? Like, I assume it's just going to say I can't use anything with that. Right, I can't use it here. Alright, what else? I got the gloves, the phone. I mean, why would I need to use that with anything here? I can't use it here. Speaking of the phone, what's going on? What on my text messages? I don't have anything to post right now. None of this is interesting. Anything else in the room to look at? Anything else I can interact with? Do any other interact? Oh, hold on. Is that a new one? Did I see that one? I did not see that one. Alright, let's get up the stairs and look at the thing. That's, I guess, what I'm supposed to be doing. Can I actually see that? Oh, wait, okay, okay. It's an automatic scene after I looked at the floor. I mean, Leonard, we already knew they were in danger. I'm not sure if we've really learned anything here that's practical. That's a practical use. Oh yeah, this is nice right here. Let's look at that. I'm starting to think these cultists might be bad news. Should I look at them twice? Yes, I should look at them twice. I mean, I think we already figured that much out, Leonard. I don't know about you. Can we open the door now?
Where's the professor? He was supposed to be here by now.
I don't know. We just have to wait.
Professor, who's that?
He was held captive by some strange men. Don't worry. He's alive. Quickly, back to the ship. They're targeting the Oceanus.
The Oceanus? What do you mean?
I can explain later. We need to hurry. While you're at it, can you get this man a jacket? We can't have him freezing to death.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Leonard getting it done. Leonard picking up a body and just carrying him all the way back. Didn't know Leonard had it in him.
Well, somehow we've made it back. We have no idea how many of them are on the ship. We'll have to eliminate... What was that explosion? Hey! Get back to the ship as soon as...
Oh no, was it all for naught?
And now, the latest news on the ship that went missing. The Oceanus had been sailing off course for almost a week, but it was discovered today near the Caribbean Isles. The investigation team found no crew members and no passengers aboard. We are told they seem to have vanished. Searches of the ship's interior have not revealed any clues of how this incident occurred. It could be said to be the greatest mystery of the 21st century.
Yeah, this is the same ending that we got before. So I guess, regardless of the death scene, you can end up with the same ending. Let's take a look at the flowchart and see if that is labeled as the same kind of ending. Going down. Yep, it's all too late. We've now gotten it 3 times. Let's see. Did I use the gloves? Yes. Can I not? Hold on. Did I request help? Did I... And I'm trying to think about this. Did I get the gloves? Yeah. Did I request help? If I did not, and then I did not use the gloves, I got this. If I did request help, and then I did use the gloves, I got this. So if I did not use the gloves, would I have gotten, like, a death right here? And what about here? If I said no, but then did you... What would happen in that case if I did not request help, but then did use the gloves? What happens there? There's no, like, breakpoint here, it just has an ending. So I'm not sure what that would be. I'm not sure what would happen there. Maybe we'll take a look at that at some point. But for right now, we've gotten just, well, not a bunch of endings, but we got more stopping points than we have before. What's this one right here? Did I find Jessica? Okay, so one of the main points, apparently, that depends on what we do in Chapter 2 is if we find Jessica, because you can see that everything we've done so far has been no. So, all of this is going down from the did you find Jessica no path. If we find Jessica yes, we'll go down this direction, and maybe that's what we'll do next time. Maybe we'll continue on with Monica, and then make the post using SNS, find Jessica, and then go down here with Leonard and see what happens, see what is different, as we continue on trying to fill out the right side of the flowchart before we eventually go back to the beginning and find a wedding ring, which is going to take us down the good path. So, that's more NightCry, I suppose, because we all love some NightCry. Did we add anything to our history? We wouldn't have added any endings. Just the one. For horror, okay, yep, we got this. We got hands extend from the walls, which just give us the best massage you could ever hope for. That's actually why Leonard gets a game over there. It's because... Yeah, there it is. He's not actually killed. What happens is the massage is so good that Leonard can't bear to get up, and he just lies there being massaged for all eternity by the ghostly hands. We are missing some deaths. We can't have that. We have 36% deaths, and 45% horrors, and of course only 12% endings. So that's it for NightCry for right now. Of course, we're far from over. Far, far from over. But at least we got to the end of Leonard's chapter for once. Kinda. It looked like that was the end, even if maybe it didn't end the way it needed to. Maybe next time it will. I don't know, but I'll see you then.